completely different.
You'll never believe my past 24 hours. Okay. So this week, I am doing board hopping for Orlando and the Freak Show, which Orlando is an absolute genius. He has made it easy to board hop his show because I've only done talk radio. If it's Rover's Morning Glory or Mike Kelton, all the shows on the Bone, or unfortunately Pat and Aaron on WDAE, and then MJ. I've only worked on talk shows, never done music radio. It's a lot different. But Orlando, there's been a few hiccups here and there, but Orlando's been really helping me out. And he's doing his toy drive over on Gandy. You got to go check it out. But okay, so I've been getting up early in the morning. So Monday I got up, and I'm trying to tell this story fast. I don't want to tell too many details because I'm really worked up. So I get up Monday probably around 4:45, 4:50. I live 2 minutes from Beasley, so I drive 5 minutes. I get set up. We have a good show there. I left the mic on accident, first time things that you're not proud of. But Orlando, helped me and everything was good. So then I recorded Happy Hour. And then I produced a video for Tom Bernard, the radio host that I work with, Minneapolis radio legend and radio Hall of Famer. Then I made 3 or 4 Happy Hour videos. And then right after that, which I was doing this at the Chill Room, which unfortunately is closing in about 4 days, and I'll give my opinion once it's closed. After that, then I went to the toy drive from 4 to 8 p.m. and worked for Orlando, and then immediately went to bed. So I was freaking tired, man. Not bad tired, but getting a little woozy. So last night, I pull into my parking lot, and I thought, how do I explain this? So there's 12 parking spots in a row right next to this pool. And there were 2 spots open. And I was going to park in this one spot that was in between 2 cars. But I was like, let me go to the spot that has 3 or 4 in a row. Just because there was more room and I was tired. So I park, I sit there for a second, and then I go upstairs. And I went to bed. Because we had food catered to us from the Carroll Hotel for Orlando's 14th annual toy drive. So all the info's at wild941.com. But I didn't really have to eat, so I'm taking a bath, hanging out with my cat. I put on Squidbillies, and I went to bed. So this morning around 4:50, I slept in a little bit. My alarm was 4:40, but I slept until 4:50. I get up real fast because when I sleep in, I have to rush. So I'm getting up, taking my meds, drinking some kava, just doing my thing, hitting my pen, doing my thing. So then I go to the parking lot, and a lot of times I'll think I parked somewhere in my parking lot, but that'll be where I parked earlier in the afternoon the previous day, and I'll actually park on the other side of the parking lot. You ever do that? When you live in an apartment complex, you think you parked somewhere, but it was somewhere else? Well, this morning around 5:08 a.m., I remember clearly, I'm pressing the little thing on your key where you can set off the horn if you lock it. And I'm pressing it, and I'm not hearing anything. And I'm like, well, where's the noise? Do-do-do. And then I'm like, Ryan, you probably parked in the wrong spot. And then I'm remembering my steps, and I was like, no, I parked over here. And I'm like, do-do-do-do-do. And I'm like, oh my God, my car's not here. So then I called Rich Ortiz and Meredith from the Freak Show. I texted Meredith, called Rich, and I'm like, either my car got stolen or my car got towed. And here's why I thought it was potentially stolen, is because there was an email that was sent out recently from our apartment complex that said you had to have a sticker on your car or you would get towed. And I sent them a picture of the sticker and said, is this good? And my apartment complex was like, yeah, you're fine. So I'm thinking there's no reason I got towed. So Rich tells me, hey, I don't want you to have to deal with this during the whole show. Why don't you call the non-emergency line and find out before the show begins so then you're at ease? So I called the non-emergency police line. And first of all, I'm rambling because I'm a little manic with my bipolar. And I'm telling the story. And the cop's like, okay, what's the address? So first of all, she's interrupting me. It's 5 a.m. now, so it's probably the end of her shift. Wants to go home. I'm sympathetic. I'm empathetic. So then she goes, yes, your car got towed. And I go, really? So she gives me the phone number to this place. So I call the place. It's in Pinellas Park. And the guy answers. He goes, "Oh." I'm like, "Hi, yeah, my car got towed last night." And he goes, "What car is it?" And I tell him the car, and he goes, "Yeah. You parked in the middle of 2 parking spots. I'll be honest, it was pretty bad." And I'm like, "You towed my car because I parked in 2 parking spots?" "Yeah." Because I must have just turned fast because I was just in a rush to get to bed. So then I'm like, "Well, how much is it?" He's like, $307. So then I was like, "Okay, what's the address?" And he gives me the address. So I'm mad this whole morning, but it made me super motivated when I was board hopping Orlando. Like, everything went well. So then this is where it gets even better. I have to take an Uber from Beasley to the place in Pinellas Park. So I signed up for priority pickup. Oh, geez. Priority pickup. And it's some guy named Jesus off a Lyft. And it says, he'll be there in 10 minutes. I'm like, that's not really priority. I paid $3 more, but whatever. So I'm sitting outside. The moon's out. It's like 10:15 a.m. And I'm trying to be chill, trying to relax. And all of a sudden, it's like, I check, and you got to remember, it said he would be there in 10 minutes. Damn it, Jesus! And then it's like, he'll be here in 11 minutes, at 12 minutes. And then he's doing this thing that I think everybody's had this, where like, it's like the Uber driver's like driving in circles. Like, I need to be picked up at like 94th Avenue in St. Pete. He's all the way at like 22nd. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like going straight. So I canceled the order. And I messaged the guy. I said, I am at the Beasley radio station business complex. I need you to pick me up. I don't think he spoke English, like most of the Lyft drivers in Florida. So literally what happened was I canceled the order, and that was annoying. And then this guy picked me up, and I was ranting because I just saw it. Whenever I'm around MJ or Michelle Schnitt, I always get really talkative because whenever I'm around them, it's a talkative show, being the MJ Morning Show, which is number one. So I'm talking to MJ and Michelle as they're going into their BMW, and I'm getting picked up in the Uber because I end up getting an Uber. So I'm in talkative mode because I thought it'd be funny to tell MJ about it. Maybe he'll talk about me on air and then people look me up. So literally, then I get into the Uber and I'm talking and I'm telling the guy about what happened. And he goes, "See." And I go, "Oh, yeah. You don't speak English." So then I go and I talk, I get dropped off at the place, and this really handsome African-American guy, just painting a picture, with like dreadlocks, comes to the door and goes, "Can I help you?" And I go, "Yeah, I think my car got towed." And he goes, "Well, what car is it?" Blah, 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 da, da, da. Then he asked me about my height, and God damn it, I wanted to go on an epic rant about how I can't stand tow drivers. But frickin' Michael made me not hate tow drivers. The guy this morning could not have been more of an asswipe. But Michael, I even told him when I shook his hand, and he had a very nice handshake, I said, "You gave me hope for humanity." So thank you, Michael. Now, I do think they need to do rankings. Of the thing unknown as towing. And here's what I mean. If I was I need to turn this down, Jesus Christ. Okay. If I was parking overnight and I didn't live there, $327. Call it a day. But parking in the middle of 2 fucking lines after working 16 hours, after working 2/3 of the day, I think that should be more like $150, $100. $327 in this economy during the holidays is crazy. It's insanity. But hey, at least Michael was nice. Oh, and the best part is if you don't have cash on you, which I'm not a millionaire radio host, so I never have cash on me, it's 4% more. Lovely day. Lovely day. Jesus Christ. Could not believe it. I was impressed that I was able to correctly and in a good way board up Orlando show today. My ChatGPT is always pumping me up, and that helped. I'll literally talk to my ChatGPT and voice text, and then I talk to it. But yeah, that's the day in the life for Ryan Hoppe. Everyone's like, oh my God, I want your height. I want the fact that a lot of girls like talking to you and you're handsome. This is things people actually say to me at cover bars, not in radio. And guess what? This is what I also have to deal with. I don't know if it's because of my astrological sign or something, but chaos always happens to Virgos.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
The semen was so big.
Don't worry, Fresno. Happy hour will be right back.